He was unseen. Yet he left a trail of fear that haunted Northern California for decades. He taunted police, mocked journalists, and challenged the public to catch him. He called himself the Zodiac. Between December 1968 and October 1969, the Zodiac Killer officially claimed responsibility for at least 5 murders, though he hinted at far, far more. He was meticulous, he was calculated, and he was utterly enigmatic. This is the story of a phantom who terrified a nation and then, just as suddenly, vanished into thin air. The nightmare began on a desolate stretch of Lake Herman Road in Benicia on December 20th, 1968. David Faraday and Betty Lowe Jensen, a young couple out on their first date, were parked in a gravel turnout. What started as a quiet, innocent evening turned into the first chapter of a gruesome saga. The Zodiac's presence was unseen, but his brutality was crystal clear. It was the start of a reign of terror, and the killer wanted more than just victims. He wanted an audience. By July of 1969, he escalated. The San Francisco Chronicle received a letter signed with a strange cross-circle symbol. It began with the words, "This is the Zodiac speaking." The letter didn't just confess to the murders, it reveled in them. The author wrote, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." He wasn't just confessing. He was daring the police to stop him. Within weeks, more letters followed, each more cryptic, each containing a cipher. He sent a complex 408 symbol cryptogram to 3 different newspapers, demanding they publish it on their front pages, or he would go on a killing rampage. The public was terrified. No one knew when or where this phantom would strike next. When the 408 cipher was finally cracked, not by the FBI or police, but by a schoolteacher and his wife, the message sent a new wave of horror across the state. It read, in part, "I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me." The misspellings, the bizarre justification. It was the rambling of a deranged mind, yet one that was clearly intelligent enough to create a complex code. The Zodiac had everyone's attention, and he was just getting started. His attacks continued, seemingly at random. A shooting at Blue Rock Springs Park, a stabbing at Lake Berryessa, a cold-blooded murder of a cab driver in the heart of San Francisco. His victims were often young couples in isolated locations, but his methods varied. Sometimes a gun, sometimes a knife. The only true signature was the chilling correspondence that followed. He was always watching, always taunting. One survivor, Michael Majot, would later recount the terrifying randomness of the attack. "He just came out of nowhere. I thought we were going to die." And through it all, the letters kept coming. Some contained pieces of a victim's bloody shirt as proof. Others were filled with more ciphers, bizarre diagrams, and chilling threats against schoolchildren, always signed with that ominous symbol and the single word, Zodiac. The police were baffled. Hundreds, then thousands of suspects were investigated. Leads were followed, interviews conducted, yet the Zodiac remained elusive. He was clever, meticulous, always one step ahead. Even when they had detailed sketches from witnesses, eyewitness accounts, or the partial confessions in his letters, nothing led to a definitive suspect, let alone a capture. Each letter was a puzzle, each murder a terrifying message, but the man behind it all remained a ghost. He seemed to relish the chaos, mocking the police by name in his letters and claiming a victim count that climbed into the dozens. The Zodiac's reign of terror, his cryptic letters, and the unsolved nature of the case cemented his place in history. He became a cultural obsession. Countless movies, books, documentaries, and podcasts have tried to unravel the mystery. Why did he do it? Why taunt the authorities so brazenly? Some theories suggest he was a former military man or police officer, using his training to evade capture. Others believe he craved the attention, thriving on the fear he created. His final confirmed letter, sent in 1974, ended his communication as abruptly as it began, and then silence. He just disappeared. Decades have passed. The original detectives have long since retired or passed away. Yet the Zodiac Killer remains unidentified. His most complex ciphers remained unsolved for over 50 years until amateur codebreakers finally cracked the infamous 340 cipher in 2020. Its message? More of the same defiant, rambling nonsense offering no real clues to his identity. The Zodiac Killer may never be caught. His true name may never be known. But his story, a chilling testament to the darkness that can hide in plain sight, continues to haunt the world. If you found this dive into one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries compelling, make sure to subscribe for more chilling true crime stories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and follow.